What's going on, guys? FadeitLuie here, bringing you guys a brand new video. We're gonna be doing a mid-fade comb over on my boy, so stay tuned. We're starting off by saturating the hair and combing everything in place, making sure everything's nice and neat. Now that we're done combing everything in place, we can move on to our Oster Octanes and create our first guideline. Now that we're done balding him out with our 5/0 blade, we can move on to our no guard all the way open and create our second guideline. We're also going to use the lever midway and all the way close to help us erase that initial guideline we created. Now that we're done erasing our initial guideline, we can move on to our one guard all the way open and create our third guideline. We're then going to use the lever midway and all the way close to help soften up this line and get ready for the half guard. I hope you guys are enjoying the video. Please leave a like, comment, and subscribe. It's greatly appreciated. Also, be sure to check out my live streams. Now that the line is soft enough, we can move on to our half guard and erase the line completely. This is going to help us connect the one guard all the way open to the no guard all the way open. Now that we're done with our lower guards, we can move on to our 2 guard all the way open and create our fourth guideline. Remember to flick out when you're near the silhouette area. We're also going to use the lever midway and all the way close to help soften up this line and get ready for the 1.5 guard. Now that we're done softening up the line, we can move on to the 1.5 guard and erase it completely. This guard is going to help us connect the 1 guard all the way open to the 2 guard all the way open. Sometimes there's still a faint line, so switching over to your one guard all the way open would definitely help. Moving on to our 3 guard all the way open, we're going to flick out as much as possible near the ridge area and create the silhouette. Make sure to stretch the skin with your opposite hand to give you more room to blend and detail as much as possible. Using our clipper over comb method, we're going to pick up the hair with the comb and cut it with our horizontal and vertical blends. Moving on to our goat FX, we're going to go ahead and shave off the beard. He needs to make it as babyface as possible for his police academy. Moving on to the back area, we're going to start off with our no guard all the way open and create our second guideline. Remember, we're going to use the lever midway and all the way close to help us erase that initial guideline we created with our 5/0 blade from our octanes. We are near the occipital bone area, so you want to make sure you detail as much as possible here. Since we're done removing the guideline we created with our octanes, we can move on to our 1 guard all the way open and create our third guideline. Remember, we're going to use the lever midway and all the way close to help soften up this line and get ready for the half guard. Moving on to the half guard, we're going to go ahead and try to erase this line completely without going back to our no guard all the way open. Moving on to our 2 guard all the way open, we're going to flick out as much as possible near the calic area and make sure not to go too high. We're detailing as much as possible with our previous guards and no guard all the way open. Moving on to our 1.5 guard, we're going to go ahead and connect the 2 guard all the way open to the 1 guard all the way open. Moving on to our clipper over comb method, we're going to make sure the hair is nice and saturated so it's easier to pick up with the comb. Moving on to the front line, we're going to go ahead and pin it up with our metal clips so it separates the edges from the top hair so it's easier not to cut. Using our Anesthy outliners, we're going to go ahead and start off at the middle and work our way to the sides. We're going to go as slow as possible, making sure the hair feeds into the teeth of the trimmer. Heading over to the C-cups, we're going to start off at the bottom and work our way to the top arch using the corners of the blade. Make sure not to press too hard here because you could irritate him with the teeth of the trimmer. Moving on to our babyless shavers, we're going to go ahead and use them to remove the stubble, making it as close as possible. We're going to knot the mustache down to a 1 guard all the way open and line up the bottom of the lip. When lining up the bottom of the lip, you want to make sure you're as gentle as possible because you could bite them with the teeth of the trimmer. Before we use the blade, we're going to go ahead and use a hot towel shave to make everything glide better. Moving on to our Turkish razor and Derby premium blades, we're going to make them as crispy as possible. You always want to make sure you stretch the skin with your opposite hand as much as possible and also keep the blade at a 45-degree angle. This will lower the likelihood of you cutting someone.